What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Some more Strixhaven draft. I believe there's going to be a qualifier of Strixhaven, which will be sealed. So we'll be practicing some sealed in the coming future, or maybe just the qualifier itself. I looked for sealed earlier here, and apparently they still just have the pre-release seals available where you choose one of the seeded packs, so I didn't want to do that one. Anyways, we've got a Molten Note and a Burst Lightning, probably my two top picks for this pack. I suppose I just take the Burst Lightning because it's single color. Seems good for now. I've slowly started to make my way into just the two-color decks these days. More and more people obviously aware of the five-color good stuff and whatnot, so it's a lot harder to pull that off anyway. Thunderdrum Soloist is decent. Striker's pretty great for the Witherbloom decks. Abigail good for Silver Quill. I don't know what the best card is here. I guess it's one of these uncommons. Probably not the Soloist either. Striker's been real good. Not that I've played it all that much, but when I do, it's been fantastic. Kind of want to take the Abigail and see if we can wheel the Render Speechless too. But I suppose I'll just take the single color card one for now. Okay. Sheoldred's Edict is nice. Paradox Surveyor's good. Some decent red-white stuff. I'm willing to take Edict. Maybe I'm going to go Golgari. Yeah. Get a nice fourth pick Poisoner's Apprentice. So this works really nicely with the 2-drop Lumerette, whatever the name is, because the infusion triggers, but you can stack the life gain to resolve first and still kill something if you want to cast this on turn 3, for example. I don't really care for Emil, but it's not bad, I suppose. Expanse wouldn't be a terrible pick. I could still take like Render Speechless, I guess, but the Apprentice really wants to be in straight up green-black, of course. Kind of want to take the Expanse. I think I'm going to go with the Speechless, though, because if black-white is where we want to be, then this card's fantastic. Okay, I'll take the Infirmary Healer here. It might... Well, I guess Lorehold Charm's not even that good, but could possibly be that Lorehold is where I'm supposed to be. I'll keep an eye out. Nita. I don't really care for this one. I think it's not very good, right? Yeah. Enthusiast, I'm pretty sure is whatever. You can just take the last gasp here. Okay, 2-drop that gains a life. Over Wilt in the Heat. I might be kind of... maybe not staying as open as I should have been. I feel like if I had jumped into Lorehold initially, we might have the best deck available to us, but I mean, this is still good. 3 removal spells, 3 decent creatures. This is still good. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I've just seen more red-white cards. Not that it's necessarily a better place to be. I want that card to be good, but it's just not. 5 counters. No, I'm just taking the Osteomancer. 5 counters is so many counters. This does have some life gain synergy. That's a possible play. Well, like I said, I could still be in black-white. I think we saw one of the pest dudes, the 2/3s in this draft. I don't think we saw any of the Lumerettes yet. Efflorescence. This is probably more playable than I give it credit for. It works really nicely with the Poet. Because you cast the Efflorescence, Poet triggers gains a life, and then the Infusion, Trample Indestructible turns online, I guess. It's also good with the Pests, right? Because the Pests attack and gain 1 life and do the thing immediately. Not my favorite, the Witherbloom. But this doesn't look like an awful start. Practice offense is kind of absurd. Gonna splash for that if nothing else. We'll use out on another Thornfist Striker. Yeah, just this card is just too disgusting. Forum Necroscribe is alright. Interceptor's great. Man, I kind of want to take the Interceptor and possibly move into straight up black-white instead, though. Because really, I haven't seen much green, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Interceptor. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Necroscribe would be an okay pickup. But I think we'd rather have the cheap creature there. I did pass that Abigail early in pack 1. But yeah, all 3 of my white cards are fantastic. Oh, I guess the Apprentice would get a cut. Oh, there's another Abigail. Okay. Losing out on the Mascot, unfortunate. All right, yeah, maybe we're going to move into this. Maybe we can get redemption for yesterday's draft video, which was another Silver Quill deck. Bird Bard. Living End. That is awesome. Wow. That's neat. There's the Bogwater Lumerette we were looking for. If I'm playing black-white, we're just taking Shattered Acolyte. Oh, wait, I didn't even... Pongify, too, man. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Acolyte. What does this one do again? Arnin Deathbloom Botanist. It's another Lumerette, but we've got a Quillblade Laureate now. All right. I think I'm locking in. Ooh, the Old Growth Educator. That's okay. Cost of Brilliance is really good. Passing a black-white land, but I need to take actual playable since kind of waffled a bit. Yeah, I mean, not surprising. We're seeing a lot of the good green-black cards here in pack 2. We can play a Locust Spray, though. That's pretty free. I do not like this Social Snub card. When you cast this, while you control a creature, you may copy it. Each player sacks a creature of their choice. Each opponent... It just doesn't seem very good to me. Maybe I give it a chance here. Oh, the Striker Wield, too. Ah! I'm getting punished. I think either way I went would have been good. We could have gone black-green or black-white, right? There was definitely a lot of good black-green coming around this way. This card's okay. The flying can push in a lot of damage. Creature count's a little bit lower than I would like. Which maybe makes this card better. If I don't have a high creature count, or if I don't have a creature on the board, then this can just be opponent sacks. Well, but I don't want to be casting that for 3, do I? No. Yeah, just not good enough. And all the Lumerettes coming back around, and there was that Pest Mascot and stuff, too. Now I'm going to open some green rare in pack 3 and just cry. Oh, last pick green-black, dude. Oh, God, what am I doing? So punished. So punished. Man, Pest Mascot, Scavenger here. All right, well, back to green. Back to green because I'm bad. Oh, the brain freeze, nasty. There's a Teacher's Pest. Sloth, Mind Roots, yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna try to splash the practiced offense. I think I'm losing a black-white land here, though. Flusterstorm and Brain Freeze. That's funny. Root Manipulation. I guess I probably just want another Osteomancer. Ah, could have had a second Striker, too. I should have just commit to the green-black, man. Deck would have been a lot better, I think. Oh, well. It's not like what we have is bad. Land or 2-drop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I don't need 2 drops that badly, and land helps fix for the offense. Student or pull from the grave? I guess student, since we already have 2 Osteomancers. First year and Potioner's Trove. I have 7 instants and sorceries for Trove. Actually, more than that because of all the prepared spells. Yeah, so maybe the Trove is actually better here. Fixing and life gain, synergy. Yeah, deck's not bad. Could be a lot better, but it's not bad. Could have had at least 1 Pest Mascot. Could have had an extra Striker. Okay, we wield that Pest Mascot. Good. Guess I'm going to cut the Locust Spray. That is a brick and not a curve. So 2 planes? Ugh. The white land will hurt our Bogwater Loomer, or any of our green-black cards, really. That's probably fine. Go 7/7/2. Maybe that's not even worth it. This card's insane, but to help our mana base, it might be better not to play it, now that I think about it. I got the Mind Roots back, too. That's great. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight up green-black. Look at all these playables. I think we're better suited doing this instead. I think I'll cut one of the Osteomancers and maybe Adventurous Eater. I guess the Poet is whatever. Alright, something like that. Sure. Solid enough Witherbloom here. Let's fire it off, go to round 1. Witherbloomy. I go first. Hand looks good. We have got the Loomret into potentially Apprentice. Perfect. That'll work just fine for me. The old Rubble Rouser. Discarding a Glass Right, okay. We're certainly going to gain a lot of life here. Cool. Just a bunch of 2 toughness creatures themselves seems good for me. Uh-oh. That's not good, though. So they can make the mascot a 3/3 if they're paying attention. And then we can just use the Masterful Flourish. Hope that they don't have like a Burst Lightning here. Alright, that worked out fine. Yep, that's okay by me. 5 mana to kill my 2/2 is great. That would push in 8 damage right now. I don't think that's worth it quite yet. I think we just attack for 2 and use Surveil. That would have been nice to have on that turn that I cast Cost of Brilliance. I had, what, 4 or 5 creatures? Not great. Uh-oh. Well, there's 3 spells. They get a bolt. Yikes. And yeah, since they don't need to kill anything, they should just hold the bolt, because they can use that to help recast a 3rd spell. That was a good draw. So they should lightning bolt it now before I can raise dead. Oh, no, they weren't paying attention. We accept. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to force the bolt action right now. I think killing the Rubble Rouser was okay. I've got a pretty healthy life lead, though, so not too concerned. That was a good draw. Yeah, I think I just root manipulation next turn. With only 3 creatures, they can block 1 of mine next turn. Okay. Yeah, we're still going to need to do it now. Because they can double block. I guess I should fire this off for 2 more life. They have 6 power worth of first strike, so they do get to double block one of my 4/4s. If they want to kill it that way, but we're also pushing in a ton of brutality. Yep. So they're going to take 8, then gain 2 back. So go up to 6. Now they're just going to spend their turn killing my 6/6. Oh, wow. That's really good. Hopefully they double block. Nice. Huge indestructible blowout. I didn't have a good attack with all, because if they just go block, block, then I lose one of my 2/2s for no reason, since the most obvious block there for them was that double block there. I mean, I guess they could have made a bad block, potentially. Empty the Warrens? Okay. Sure. You don't see that one in a red-white deck every day. They're still not out of this. I mean, I have a huge life buffer, but they can gain 2 more with Pursue. Okay. So I'm going to surveil end of their turn, and then I might even surveil on my upkeep. Group Project was discarded for a little bit of value. Play a land? No? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do upkeep. And obviously that's a good one. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack for 6. I was debating if I wanted to wander off the Kirill and then attack. They would chump take 2, but Kirill's not actually that problematic. And now I'll just do it end of turn. That's fine. Any creature there's fine. Any removal spell. Let's see what they have. Sweet. Couldn't kill my 6/5. So they go to 1. I play another lethal threat. So not only are they on fewer cards in library, they have 2 lethal threats facing them on the board. Okay, well, there's 1 removal spell. And GG's. Nice. The Bloomers win today. I'm not a late bloomer. No way, no how. 1-0. Alright. Game 2. I go first. Keepable, but not great. A Lumerette off the top would be nuts. But any creature to play on turn 2 would be fantastic. Yeah, so my deck could have another Striker and I think another Pest Mascot. Not too much else beyond that. Never saw any of the 3/1s that make a Pest and draw cards. No 2-drop. Alright, Muse Seeker is an easy kill. Oh boy. I need to draw some spells, please. Please? Alright, spoils. Okay, that's not a bad draw. Just immediately going to cast the prepared spell if the scavenger doesn't die. I'm expecting some kind of mockery or something, though. Okay. That wasn't it. So is there any creature I could hit before attacking that would change my stance? I have some ways to gain life, but I don't think there's any creature that I hit that would change it otherwise. But if I do cast Bind to Life, I can see if we gain a life to attack with the Striker. Okay, kind of a brick there. Lost some tricks. And still don't have a way to gain life. That's pretty good, actually. They haven't discarded any lands to any of their rummage effects, so okay, well, maybe they just drew that one or something. I just need one of my Lumerets or something, please. Sorcery? Yeah. Okay. That's a good one, too. That is a pretty nice one, too, I think. It's actually not worth it to attack. Very good odds if I cast Bind to Life, I'm going to hit a way to gain life, so... I think what I would do next turn is go to attack... Oh, no, I guess since we have Apprentice in hand, we probably want to fire the Bind to Life off pre-combat. Converge? Is this Archaic's Agony or something? Yes, it is. Alright, so they get to draw one card and they hit a bounce. Sure. So they should hold that up because they can cast that on my turn. Disdainful Stroke. Wow, okay. They don't really have good bounce targets. I guess the Educator. Oh, they could bounce their own Campus Composer as a... Nah, that's too slow and dirtily. Is it gonna be Boss? Okay. They're gonna cast the Dance. So the bounce is gone forever. I guess they double block and I just wander off one of them. Especially since they have no cards in their hand. So we're currently winning, but one good top deck from them could change it. Of course, I have a ton of things that I can draw to instantly basically win. That is sadly not one of them. Homesickness? Wow, nice draw. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. That was probably one of their best possible draws. Lockdown with 2 cards. And another one. I guess I could root manipulation here just to turn on the Apprentice and kill their flyer this turn, but obviously it's gonna be better. Hopefully they just cast their 3/3 flyer this turn. I would have hit them for 6 last turn. Okay, that's a good sign. Yep, one more. What's the last card? Because we got no other choice. Seriously, wow. That's brutal. Alright. Okay, I'm very, very happy about this. Because if they had ripped a removal spell from my Educator, then I would be pretty screwed. Where are my life gain sources? We have like 5 ways to gain life in the deck. 6 ways to gain life in the deck still. Are you serious? Did you draw another homesickness or something? No way. Brutal run out of draws if that's the case. Where they drew a bunch of 2-for-1s. I mean, okay. Clearly they have something. Crackle with power would have already killed me, right? Whoa, that was a really bad attack. Okay. And there's a way to gain life, so now we get to punish them too. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Yeah, what was that attack? Huh. Maybe they thought I was gonna... No, I had no... There was no way double blocking from you was right. Maybe they thought... I don't know. I don't know. It probably wouldn't have mattered given I finally drew a way to gain life, but... They would have been in a better spot. It doesn't matter. The point is, we finally got there. Loomret into Mascot. That is one of the ideal draw curves for the Bloomers. If we're versus straight Silver Quill, I'm going to need to draw a couple more removal spells. And in fact, I might just need to kill a creature here, depending on what they do. I'm probably going to still just Loomret here instead of killing the Poet. Yeah, gotta kill that one, though. Oof. Oh, man. Play versus draw difference here gonna suck. If I was on the play, they would already be huge behind. That's fine. Oh, this was Exile, wasn't it? Otherwise, I would have played the Osteomancer there. The Sneering Shade Writer. Okay. And again, I don't think there's any reason for me to main phase this Bind to Life. I guess the 3/3 that pumps would have gotten in for 1 extra damage. Is there a reason to bind to life in response here? No. But when they attack, there is. Because I could hit my 6/6. Or what would be the 6/6 troll. Oh, I could also hit... Nah, let's just get the troll. I was gonna say I could grab the -4/-4 card, but this seems a lot better. Brutal blowout. Sure. Well, I got my value already. Yeah, they're in a really bad spot. I guess I'm gonna get the scavenger here. Okay, and we just set up for Eternal Student into Root Manipulation. It should be game. Game over, bro. Alright. They've all got Menace. GG's. Casually back to 19 life as well. Witherbloom. Witherbloom. It's the new hot tech. Out with the 5-color, in with the green-black. Okay, turn 2 Lumerette, turn 3 Apprentice. Assuming I can find 1 land. Could this be a mirror match? Could it be? Don't kill it. Okay, now you can play your pest mascot and I will apprentice it. That's not a pest mascot. Still worth killing, though. That's the 3-1 I was talking about that I needed. Blue? Mozio? Now hold on. I feel like I should just kill that. And I'm not going to attack. If they want to gain life, they're going to need to get through both my creatures. Alright, now I'm willing to attack. They left it on top. So what's a blue card they'd be splashing for? Like a Berta? What else? Maybe they're playing like Fractal, 6/6 guy. Running out the Necroscribe. Okay. So that's a problem. If I don't find a removal spell. Which I did not. So I think I just ship everything in. And if they block with the Necroscribe, we can Efflorescence. If they double block my Lumerette, I might still need to Efflorescence. Right now they only have the Scholar in the graveyard. Remember, I did not gain life this turn. So it's simply a 3-mana +2/+2 right now. No indestructible or trample. No blocks. Okay, well that works even better. Maybe they got in their head a little bit. Alright, lose 3 life, get back their Scholar. But if they attack with their pests, they're going to gain 2 of it back. Good news is they don't have any more creatures in their graveyard. So the Necroscribe triggering here is not that relevant. Root manipulation off the top. Ooh, that's not a good one to see. We might win next turn, though. Hey, it was Berta. Fortunately, I did not have a card I needed there. Okay. So we go... Pump here, gain a life. Attack. Okay, and this is lethal, right? Trample on the Eater makes it 6 power. That should be game. Nice. Clean. Efficient. Witherbloom. 4-0. All right. It needs to find 2 lands. If one of them is initially a forest, then we're set. This hand loses by missing land drops, so let's not miss land drops. Okay. Forest next turn, please. 1-time forest. Come on, baby, let's go! Not a forest. Okay, just a 4th land. A 4th land, that's all. At least we were able to accomplish that. They really don't want to block. Alright, I like it. Gotten in for 4 free points of damage with the Lumerette thus far. Garrison Excavator. Probably will want to wander off that one at some point. I don't think I need to do it now. Alright, jump. Good. I guess with Strife Knight they could discard something relevant, but I'll just play out the Sloth for now. Okay, no graveyard card there. Whoa, double excavator. Hey! Alright, well there's a way to do a card from the graveyard now. Oh. Can I just attack with all the fight? No. So we just want to go like this. Wander off the 4/5, attack with our 6/6/4/4. Excellent. Kill the excavator. Great trade. Okay. So they can make the Spirit Mascot a 4/4 here. Or make their Strife Knight a 4/4 and the Mascot a 3/3, sure. Yep. It's worth a double block. I don't have the mana to utilize the Biomancer, and I don't really need the life gain. That kind of makes it awkward, though. That's for sure. Because now it would have been better to have more creatures. Doesn't really matter. Alright, 9 trample damage versus 3 toughness. GG's. Didn't hit our second forest, but a 4th land was apparently more than enough. Go Witherbloom, 5-0. Oh yeah, never mind. Teacher's Pest is a 2-drop. This hand's fantastic. Because Teacher's Pest attacks, gains a life, and can turn on the Apprentice. Yep, good enough for me. Nice little curve here. Three. Oh, Exile! I don't even get the trigger. I guess that would have been really bad on my Eternal Student as well, though. Good beats. As long as they don't have a second Exile effect for the Eternal Student, we're probably fine. Oh my lordy. Getting ruined by Exile. Sheesh. Unlucky. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna make my apprentice a 3/3 so it can attack as well. Erode. Alright, I'll gasp their debater in response. I would love to grab a land. Alright, well. I guess 1 damage and 1 life is where I live now. Ugh, those exile effects getting rid of effectively 4 creatures, brutal. So I guess I do play my land so that I can pump and wander off if necessary. Alright, he is dead. That does not seem like the right wander off target. The pest might have been better for them. Oh my god, they just had like 10 different exile effects. Are you serious? The only destroy effect they had was Erode. Wow. That's wild. Sheesh. Oh boy. That's crazy. And they topped again, so... Okay, that was one of my better hits, because that's effectively 2 creatures. Alright, well, let's see what we hit. Be crazy if they could somehow pump both. Yeah. But that's still a 3/3 double striker. Not the right time for manipulation, that's for sure. Huh, I mean, if they drew it, they drew it. If we're just trading, that's good. Okay, I'm surprised they made that attack then when they're that far ahead. I do not need the life gain right now. Rather save that trigger for potentially something down the road. Although now I will do it just for the 1 extra point of damage since they didn't do anything. Alright. Oh, slightly punished. It's okay. If they don't have anything, they're dead next turn. Nice draw. Let's see what they have. And another exile. Wild. Alright, that'll do her. GG's. Phew. Sheesh. What was that 3 Wander-Offs, 2 Silver Quill Charms, and Erode, and whatever that sacrifice effect was. That, oh no, exile effect was. Witherbloom 6-0. Stupid, sexy Witherbloom. Opponent goes first, and my hand is great. We've got the turn to Pest again. Ooh, Pest into Pest Mascot, maybe? I guess if my opponent just plays a second creature and then doesn't attack, it's not as good. Okay, they did attack. Bold of them. I like it. I guess I'm just going to Pest Mascot next turn instead. Though who knows how long it's going to be before I can guarantee gain another life without having to chump attack my 1/1. Sure. Fine. Bounce or removal is going to be annoying for me, for sure. But when is it not? Hopefully they just cast their 3/3. Ah, see, like I don't want to actually redraw that. Do they have an Essence Scatter? I was going to say. No reason not to attack with that one. Hopefully I'm not getting too aggressive here, but with Root Manipulation in my hand, I think it's alright. Well, okay. So let's see. They tap that down, attack for 6. I really needed to have drawn a land there. Ugh. If I had drawn a land, we would have been okay. I guess I'm hoping they get greedy with their attack, and maybe I can draw a land for manipulation next turn. Okay. Maybe they draw like 2 uncastable spells. So if I just take this and then Teacher's Pest, draw a land, I win. But if I double block, I feel like I'm in a really good spot still. Because I have so many cards left in my hand, you know? It seems like it was good. Well, would have hit the land. Okay. Now we go Poisoner. Target. That gets rid of their 3/3. Nice. It's looking okay here. In fact, we kind of want them to just play like one big creature this turn. Because if they just play a third creature, then manipulation's lethal from the menace. Yeah, okay, that's a little annoying. Not the end of the world, but it is annoying. It's so awkward because I only have access to one black source right now. Like, why do I feel like double blocking is okay here? Yeah, they get a 2-for-1, but... Dude. Just one swamp necessary. That is a big boy. Okay. And their mage becomes unblockable. Do they actually have the hexproof card? Brutal. Alright, good beats. Good beats, sweet treats. Well, we didn't lose to anything impressive. That's the sad part about it. Yeah, just needed a second black source and we could have developed out multiple spells. GG's. GG's. I don't know if I could have done that differently. If I don't double block there, maybe? I don't kill them or anything. Oh, wait, maybe that one turn where I double blocked their 6/6? Had I taken it? I don't think that was right either, though. Oh, come on, deck. Easy keep on the draw. Forest wins. Forest wins. Please? Not like this. Forest, please. No, dude. Well, if I get 2 losses from mana issues, so be it, I guess. Right. Cool. Alright, alright. Well, that's magic, baby. As long as I don't lose 3 in a row here. As long as we don't go 6-0 into 6-3, I'll be okay with it, but... a couple of frustrating losses. Dude, come on, man. And again, I think this is close to a keep because we're on the draw. I'll take a mulligan, but I think you could have kept that one. I'm going to pitch the manipulation, sadly. Don't magic me like that, baby. Opponent mulligan to 5, so... Oh, they did have a studious first year turn 1 to undo a little bit of it. Okay. God, if they just ramp out on a mulligan to 5, I am going to be very sad. Especially because I don't have any removal in my hand. Oh boy. That creature can be a very large problem. Actually, I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. Because if we hit one more land like we did, we can go the Have a Bite into Educator 6/6. Do they have a Wild Hypothesis or something? Oh my god, they have a practiced offense on their Mana Worm. What the hell? I mean, that's just... I just lose next turn to that, basically. That's insane, dude. Are you kidding? I need to draw a removal spell, otherwise I'm dead. Oh, they should not have cast that. Wow, that was a big mistake. I mean, they did top something, but... if they don't cast that, then they can Wild Hypothesis with the practice offense. And that would have made their Mana Worm huge, either just lethal. I might still be dead, but that was not a good play by them. Yeah, I mean, I guess I am still just dead, but that was not a good play. Can't punish, sadly. Take exactly lethal. Maybe more. Again, they top something, but... sure. Doesn't matter. Oh, man. They mulliganed to 5, and they absolutely obliterated me. They even tried to punt it away, too. That's frustrating. 6-0 into 6-3. 2 mana screws. And our opponent trying to throw it away. Ah, good beats. Good beats. So it goes sometimes. We could have used a little bit more removal for sure. It's not like my deck had much. But we had a good curve. We had some good synergies. Them's the beats. Thanks for watching, friends. We will see you back next time. Bye-bye.